This video was a hard video for me to make, and I questioned myself as to whether I should actually put it out there. But I do feel really, really strongly that this topic is something that needs to be brought out into the open, and it needs to be talked about more often. Have you ever had a moment where you thought, I don't actually want my life to end, I just want all this pressure to stop? This is one of the hardest things people admit out loud. And it isn't because they don't want the help. It's because they are scared of what people might think and the judgments that they will get from people. Internally, they'll be thinking things like, what does this actually say about me? Will people see me differently? Should I actually be stronger than this? But sometimes when someone reaches this point, it is not that they want to disappear. It's more about that they feel completely exhausted from carrying something that feels too heavy for too long. Hi, I'm Cheryl. I'm an anxiety therapist, and through my Heart to Heal method, I help people understand the emotional patterns, the pressure, and the experiences that sit underneath the struggles they are facing. My approach is about helping you understand what is happening beneath the surface, not just trying to push difficult thoughts away. Sometimes it's your mind and your body signalling, I cannot keep carrying this pressure on my own. Through the Heart to Heal method, we work on emotional awareness, nervous system regulation, and processing what you've been holding on to inside, and rebuilding a sense of safety and clarity and hope. The things that most people won't or don't say. And the truth is that many people who have had thoughts like these are not people that you would expect to have these kinds of thoughts. They might be the person who goes to work every day. They might be the person that everyone relies on. They might be the person that makes everybody laugh. They might even be the person who always says, oh, I'm fine, you know me, just get on with it. But on the inside, they might be struggling with the thoughts they feel ashamed to admit. They might be feeling trapped, exhausted, disconnected. You know, like you've been trying to hold on to everything and hold it all together for far too long. And the hardest part that I've noticed with people is that they often feel like nobody would understand them. When somebody feels this way, it is often not about wanting to end their life or their life to end. It's about wanting the emotional pain and the pressure and the exhaustion to end. When your nervous system has been under intense stress for a long time, your mind can start to look for an escape from that overwhelm. And your brain might start saying things like, I need this pain to stop. They're not saying my life has no value. And there's a massive difference between these two sentences. The feeling that they get can feel like a permanent feeling when, you know, you're inside it and when it's all going on. But feelings can change and thoughts can change. And with the right support, people can move through these moments and reconnect with hope. A lot of people hide these feelings because they're afraid of being judged. You know, they start to think things like, I should be able to handle this. Other people have got it much worse than me. I don't want to be a burden on people. But suffering silently does not make you a stronger person. Sometimes that strength looks like, you know, you admitting that you are struggling and saying to somebody, I'm struggling and I need that support. You don't have to wait until things become unbearable before reaching out. In Heart to Heal, we look beyond the thought itself. We explore things like, what has brought you to this point? What pressures have you been carrying? What emotions have you been pushing down and ignoring? What experiences have shaped the way that you see yourself? Because the goal is not just to remove a difficult moment. The goal is to understand yourself, regulate your emotions, and rebuild your inner strength, and create a life where you feel connected again. If you've ever had thoughts like this, I want you to hear this, and I want you to hear it really, really loudly. You are not your darkest moments. You are not the thoughts that appear when you are really overwhelmed. And you do not have to carry every single thing alone. Sometimes the bravest thing that you can do is tell somebody. Tell somebody that you are not okay right now. That one conversation can be the beginning of something changing. If these thoughts feel overwhelming or you feel at risk of acting on them, please reach out for urgent support. In the UK and Ireland, you can contact the Samaritans on 116 123 or contact emergency services if you feel that you're in any immediate danger. If you found this video helpful, or if something I've said today connected with you, please like this video, subscribe and follow along for more conversations about anxiety, emotional well-being, and the thing we often struggle with but rarely talk about. Your thoughts are not your identity, and your struggles are not the whole story. And healing begins when you stop fighting yourself and start understanding yourself. This is your time to shine.